Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to talk about something you have been asking a lot for, right after the intro. Yes, this will be the first video of a series about creative building in space engineers. And I have to say, it really took me a while to find a concept for it. And I've come to the conclusion that I can't specifically teach anyone how to design nice things. But well, it should be pretty clear. I can't just put a couple of informations in a video and everyone ever asks for how all that stuff is done will be satisfied. Also, I can't provide a general way to learn better understanding of geometry. But what I can do is a series of tutorials about specific build topics and show all clues for better aesthetics that come to my mind while building these. So in most of these videos I will show a compact bundle of survival-ready subsystems as a base for wrapping a nice design around it. To have an easy start, I would like to do one of the first things almost everyone does in space engineers. A compact and cheap basic rover. No matter if you're building a ship or a rover in creative or survival, always start with dropping a landing gear and stack some blocks onto it to have some ground clearance for working under it. Since we are building a rover as compact as possible within the requirements of a great design, I recommend a center row of blocks that is 12 blocks long. After that we add a pair of wheel suspensions on both ends. And that's the point where the first important clue about design comes in. No matter if you're doing a replica or want to create your own design, it is always about to start with decent proportions seen from the very basic parts we can't avoid using anyway. And the most essential part for a rover is its wheels. In this case we are trying to build a more or less universal base for a rover, so we don't have an exact template. Nevertheless, it is a good idea to orientate yourself on well-known designs from reality. And in this case we are again using the approximate dimensions of a Humvee's chassis. The reason is, it is a well-known and reasonable design that doesn't look weird from the beginning. And as you can imagine, this is a pretty standard baseline for designing a rover with a minimum of off-road capability. After building a temporary subframe, we place a connector and use heavy armor plates for covering the bottom. And that's a pretty important part, because have you ever wondered about your rovers being unstable and want to roll over? Well, in most cases the reason is not enough weight in the bottom. But since heavy armor plates do have the same weight as full blocks, this is a great solution without losing ground clearance. Now let's pack some more weight into the two layers above this bottom plate. Some batteries, a hydrogen engine, some conveying, 2 seats, a couple of hydrogen tanks, some more conveying and some small containers, maybe a beacon as well. Now we already have a pretty decent rover with enough capacity left to carry a nice body and even some more individual functional parts such as weapons, additional containers, an ore detector or a survival kit. So now it's time for the fun part. Since this part takes time, I decided to show you a time-lapse of it. And after that, I will give a couple of clues how to realize such designs. Yes, it does look a little like Bruce Wayne made his Lamborghini off-road capable. But that was part of the plan and leads us to the first advice. Always use Google Images. Seriously, examples are the best help you can get. Even if you're not replicating something, images of stuff that is similar to what you are building are very helpful. Advice number 2. There are exactly 60 block shapes, and you should definitely try them out as often as possible. It won't take you long to memorize them all. And advice number 3, and the last for today: be patient, but don't get lost in a single detail. Especially when you're replicating something, it may be better to skip a single detail if the majority of others can be done very authentic. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you got any ideas to improve these kinds of videos, please leave your comment down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye.